Let's get into Beer of the Week. Sobeys Safeway Liquor Beer of the Week. Available as its own podcast as well. So if you've not yet checked that out, all you have to do is go on all your podcasting platforms, wherever you get your podcasts, and search Beer of the Week. Sobeys Safeway Liquor Beer of the Week, and find the podcast for you. Trev, you want to go grab some of those glasses we got kicking around? I want to give this thing a pour. I want to dive into this. Great to meet you, man. How you doing?
Hey, great. How are you?
Good. Yeah, nice to meet you. Let's move that mic a little bit closer there.
Sure thing, yeah.
There we go. So you drove up from Calgary?
Yeah, I came up Tuesday, actually.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Make a week.
Days, so, yeah, do a little bit of work here.
Do you do a little bit of work around here? A little bit of business
here?
here?
I lead the sales team up in Edmonton, so I come up every couple of weeks just to check in and see the fine folks of Edmonton. Gotta say I love the city, so it's always a treat. All
right, we've got Beer of the Week, Sobeys Safeway Liquor. We got a gift certificate we're going to give away a little bit later on as well. Everybody knows that, so make sure you stick around for that. We're with Adam Buck, Community Manager, Northern Alberta Sales with 88 Brewing. Tell me a little about 88. Let's just start there. We'll get to the beer, but tell me a little bit about 88.
Yeah, for sure. So we are a brewery that just celebrated our 6th anniversary in August, actually.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, we're pretty excited about that. There's been a lot of, interesting things have happened in the last 6 years, so it was great. 4 friends, kind of classic story, brewing some beers in their garage, thought they tasted pretty decent, thought they'd take it up to the big leagues and start their own brewery. And so that's exactly what happened in 2018. It's been great. So we're 88 Brewing out of Calgary. We named ourselves that in honor of the year that Calgary hosts the Winter Olympics. It's our only little sports leverage we can hold over the fine folks of Edmonton these days. So we got to milk.
You did have the Olympics.
Yeah, we had the Olympics. No City of Champions, but and so we just knock out lots of fun. A lot of our beers are kind of like 80s retro themed, modern retro. So this one we're sampling today is our Hammer Pants West Coast Pale Ale.
So what else do you guys have for names then, if we're kind of tying it today? I mean, how old are you?
So I am 39 years old.
Okay, I'm 43. Like I grew up in the 80s as a kid. Like sure. I love the idea. When I saw Hammer Pants, I was like, oh, these guys know what's up. Like,
yeah, for sure. So we've done like Bebop and Rocksteady were a couple of beers that we've done.
Okay. But the Duotang dry hopped.
Yes.
Oh, Duotang.
They incorporate Duotang.
Yeah, I love Duotangs.
We've got that's our kind of core sour. Our wave pool tropical IPA is named after the fact that in the 80s they built like wave pools in all of the rec centers
everywhere.
And then Night Gallery is our hazy pale ale. It's kind of our flagship, and it's named after the Night Gallery, which is a music venue in Calgary for like 30 years.
Nice.
So a few of them are a little tied to like home, but more broadly, they're just kind of fun names that we do kind of all over. Lots of like music and movie references from the 80s and 90s type things. And yeah.
I almost feel like, I don't know, Rick, what would you say the percentage of brewers we have in here? It's just like, man, me and some buddies were just like brewing it in a garage. And then we're like, we should probably make and then like one of the guys like loses their job. And they're like, well, maybe you could sort of start it full time. And then
there's a format and then you all just fill in the blanks individually.
And they're all
with your
a great
details.
story. Every one of them is a great story.
100%. It's kind of funny how it works out that way. I mean, they changed the laws so that you could do small scale operations like that in 2013. So
was it 2013 when they changed that? Okay.
Yeah. So it actually became a real dream for people that you could produce just like 500 hectoliters, which is a huge quantity of beer. And still be fine to do. And yeah, so you had those people that were just pining to do it at home. And then the rules changed so that you could be able to do it. And in, 10 years, there's been 150 breweries have opened up in the province. So
that's insane.
It's great. You see what happens when you make it,
Your taproom menu is outrageous, though. and for people listening in Calgary and going, the Good Morning Vietnamese Coffee Stout, like
that's right.
The namings on all these are just hilarious and really good. But I mean, it's pretty populated. Non-alcoholic options, wine by the glass, and everything like that.
Whereabouts is that in Calgary? What's the address?
So our taproom's on Portland Street. It's kind of by the Crossroads Farmers Market, just in the Inklewood Ramsey neighborhood. We have Portland Street Pizza that operates out of our space, which does big Sicilian style, like crusty squares, which is like truly delicious. Like you said, we have like wine and cocktail offerings as well, non-alcoholic sodas for the kiddies, very family friendly, very open, inclusive space for anybody that wants to come by. We do a little bit of everything. So
let me ask you this, and Eric will ask you this too. Favorite food to eat with a beer?
Oh, I mean.
Hot food. We're talking
I mean, whatever you want. Okay. If you want to say peanuts, you can say peanuts. If you want to say chips,
a good pretzel in a beer, man.
Like a warm pretzel, You got
the Bavarian,
I like a salty, warm pretzel.
Get a little mustard going in there. That's the way it should be done. I love a good sandwich as well, but I don't know, maybe just like a burger. I think it depends on the beer. I think there's a beer for every occasion. If I'm having a stout or a big IPA, I'm probably gonna want two different things. Something spicy, maybe for an IPA. Something really rich, but with a stout. Maybe it's dessert,
Yeah, no, that's
a good bratwurst.
Yeah.
with a beer.
Getting into a good
Yeah, for
sausage and a
sure.
beer is always a
I
nice.
think
I like a good hot dog and beer. Just a
I
regular
think
hot
it
dog and
helped,
beer,
like something you can hold in one hand and you get your food,
Exactly.
in the other hand you got your beer. That's
Yeah.
the perfect.
Yeah, you don't want to be
combination
sitting
right
there having to use a
Yeah.
fork and a knife and all that type of
you
stuff.
got to put your beer down. What's the point of doing
Yeah,
that?
exactly.
know?
You don't want to have to do that. All right, it's the Hammer Pants West Coast Pale Ale. 2 4-packs for $25. That's the deal right now at Sobeys and Safeway
Smoking
Liquor. Real nice deal. Yeah, eight tall boys for $25. Let's try this thing. Let's pour us a crack of this here. Trev, did you want some? Isn't there more glasses over there? You can go get another glass up in the middle above the sink if you want one. You don't have to have one. Just saying. Oh boy, look at this.
So
Look
this
at
is
this.
Our,
Hey, now.
this is our classic West Coast pale ale. And this is actually the first beer of ours that won National Gold Medal at the Canadian Beverage Awards.
This is an award winner.
This is an award winner.
I think in the spreadsheet you put him in for pour of the year for our
Pour of the year.
we do an Estes
Yeah.
and award
Oh,
show
this
at the
is
station.
terrific.
This is something else.
Usually
There
they
we
pour it like this much. But this is great. I'm still drinking it all in one
get-
shot.
let's get
Give
going.
Trev a little
Here we
sprinkle here
go.
of this.
Yeah, let's pour
So this
in.
is the first one. Have you had other award winners, or this was the first
Yeah,
one?
we have. So we had one called Ring Pop. That was a hazy IPA. That was our very first beer that won a national award. And then at the provincial level, we won quite a few as well. We won.
Really?
Yeah. So we're pretty stoked on that. The team does a really good job researching, all the new ingredients, technologies, trying to really make the most of what they're doing.
I love it.
Love that color. It's
Yeah.
yellow fizzy water. But
Yeah,
with
this
like
looks really
little
nice.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna drink from the
Yeah,
can.
no, you should
Absolutely,
drink from the
man.
can. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Thank you for
Cheers,
having me.
cheers,
Cheers, man.
yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers to the 80s, man. Let's just do that.
the 80s, yeah.
Go Hammer. Oh wow. They're putting them back.
Oh man, that's really good.
Nice. Smooth. Jimbo chimes in, went to 88 this past summer. Great atmosphere, branding, merch, and most importantly, the beer is delicious. Glad we can get it in Manitoba now.
Yes, yeah, you can. So we've recently expanded across several of the provinces. You can get us in Sask, Manitoba, BC, the Yukon. So
What's that process like, expanding out? Do you have to go through an approval process with the different regulatory?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, there's lots of regulatory hurdles, logistics, distribution, kind of all those things. Some of the provinces are easier because they work with our liquor distribution agency. So
Okay.
it's just like a board-to-board transfer. Some of the other provinces are a lot more involved.
And that's really good.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Glad you're enjoying it.
Yeah, I don't. Do you mind? Can we open another one here? Of
course you can.
We won't chuck this one. I'll sip it for the rest of the show here.
another
This is
lap here.
and I'm gonna try to taste this one a little bit better
Yeah.
this time.
Well, pants have two legs, so I
Yeah.
mean, right? In a sense,
like
this
that.
is
yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, this was
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, of course.
real tasty, buddy.
Thank you. I'm glad you're like
Cans are nice and bright. Who does the designing
man.
on that? Is that kind of an in-house thing, or do you?
Really good.
So it's a bit of a combination. We do some in-house, but we actually have a marketing agency that when we started out, we were looking for local artists who could kind of understand our vision and bring it to life. And we found two people who met each other through this process, and they actually started their own creative agency, and we were their first client.
Oh, nice.
They're called Public Eye out of Calgary as well. And they've taken on other breweries. They've taken on clients from all over the city, from all over the region. And it's just a really great success story, again, of like how if you let small businesses just come in and do what they want to do, it creates all these peripheral businesses and all these really cool things. And you get to work with lots of rad people. And at the end of the day, I think that's all we want to do.
Ducky's in it says, guys, that Wave Pool IPA might be top 3 in the province.
Oh, thank you. That's
Yeah,
actually
that's a
my
lot of-
personal favorite.
Is that
beer
your
we
personal
make.
favorite
Yeah,
too?
it's our tropical IPA. And it just like, it's always the right beer for me.
Excellent, man. Well, thanks a lot for coming
Yeah.
by. We
Thank you so
appreciate
much
it.
for
We'll let
having
you
me. I
slide
really
out as we
appreciate it.
wrap up the show here. That's Adam Buck, Community Manager, Northern Alberta Sales with 88 Brewing. Check out their website, www.88brewing.ca. And the beer of the week, great deal on this Hammer Pants West Coast Pale Ale. 2 4-packs for $25 at Sobeys and Safeway Liquor. We have that gift certificate to Sobeys and Safeway Liquor right now. If you'd like to get your hands on that, just text in Beer Me right now to 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. Text Beer Me, and one of you will win that. Thanks a lot for popping by, man.
Perfect.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
let's
cheers,
just slide
boys.
out there. That's good stuff.